Hello, hello. My name is Shavariel. Welcome again. This time, we're going to talk about disciplining children. So, what I've learned is it's not enough. Communication is key. And that means you're not just saying anything to your child just to say it. You're saying it as a form of communication, a bond, a relationship, a partnership, and trust with your child. So, what some of us parents neglect to understand is that communication has to be very thorough with our children. And so, you're not going to be able to say, okay, stop doing this, and then just walk away and expect that child to not do it without any consequences. Of course, you don't want your child to do what you said stop doing, but you want to go further, take it more steps further to say, look, you know, can you not do this? For an example, let me say, if you see your child in at the playground throwing rocks and you see his other children over there throwing rocks, well, I'm not for that, because kids throwing rocks could hit somebody or they could hit each other. You just never know. So, say, like, if your child is throwing rocks and you just go over there and say, hey, can you not throw rocks, please? And then you just say, okay. And the child be like, okay. And then you just walk off. Well, the next time you come around, you see your child throwing rocks. And you just, like, in your mind, I know I told this child not to throw rocks. And then you go over there and snatch your child up. Or you go over there and you talk to Timmy, Rebecca, whoever, Keisha, whatever. Those are stereotypical names. Okay, Brittany. Okay, you talking to Thomas. Okay, you talking to David. Okay, Charlotte. Okay, it don't have to be the stereotypical names, but I'm just giving you an example. All right. So you go over there and you tell that child, look, I told you to stop throwing rocks, right? And then in you talking to them, it's a scolding almost. It's like scolding your child with words. But the thing is, you did not tell your child, hey, can you not throw rocks? Because if you do, you're going to be in trouble. Okay, so can you not throw rocks? If you throw rocks next time, you're going to get a consequence. So you miss that part. And then when you come around, you see your child throwing rocks. You just go straight to the scolding, like I said, verbally. And then wonder why your child is in tears. Why? Because you didn't give them the full detail. You didn't give them the full story. And children need detail. You got to think they're still learning on this earth, being here after a few years. Well, I don't care if it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're still learning versus you having been on this earth already for 20 plus years, maybe. Or if you got pregnant earlier, you know, then you just got pregnant earlier. But you know that you've been on earth a lot longer than they have. So you understand that communication is a must and necessary to be able to have a great relationship with your child. So that is what we need to take into consideration more, to not miss that part, because I know a lot of parents that would say, hey, don't do that, and then be like, okay, and the child be like, okay. But then when the child go back and do it, now that's normal. Children will do that. We've all done it because adults have been children, so you know that you went back to doing what your mom or your dad told you not to do. And so that's where you have empathy at, because you understand, okay, this is a child. They're going to do child things, and childhood is a once in a lifetime. So you understand that not to be brutal with them. You're just saying, hey, this is the direction, this is the instruction I gave you. Can you please uphold it? You know, but to go back to that detail, you want to make sure you include those details in when you're speaking with your children for disciplining, because the thing about that is it lessens the stress on you as a parent, and then you're also practicing those good communication traits with your child that they, when they grow up, they will carry on as they continue to grow and interact with others. So they know how to communicate based on how you communicate with them. And then remember, this is a child. It's not a robot. It's not a thing. It's not a fire hydrant. Okay? Your child is a human being. They have their own personalities, their own expressions, that they have their own feelings, they have their own thoughts. So just remember that a parent, it used to be that a child is seen and not heard. No. And that saying, that and that upbringing ought not to have been happening even back then, because that's ridiculous. You are raising a whole new person who is going to grow and be an adult. And so I know, look, I want my child to be good to me when I get older, okay? So what I do now, I know it's what I do now and moving forward. I know I better be gentle, okay? Because I know I'm going to get older. And so I want my child to take care of me when I get to that those golden ages. And don't put me in a home. Don't do that. You better feed me. You better feed me. And all that good stuff. But anyway, I'm going to feed myself. Glory be to God. Anyway, so just remember that detail as parents. Be very thorough with your children, especially when it comes to, okay, hey, I asked you not to do this, or it will be so and so and so and so. They teach you that in relationships. They teach us adults that in relationships to say, hey, look, look, can you not talk to me in that manner and in that tone? Otherwise, I'm not going to say. Okay, how you spoke to everybody else, they may be used to it. That's not me. I don't flow like that. Okay, and I don't like the way you talk to me like that. So can you please not speak to me in that manner? And if you do it again, we're not gonna be in a relationship, because I'm not tolerating that. Okay? So you gave the person, so you addressed it, the action. You gave the expectation. This is what I got from Iyanla Vanzant. You communicated with the person. You addressed the issue. You gave an expectation. Wait, no, I missed that part. Okay, so it's like, okay, can you not talk to me like that? Because I don't like it. So you're addressing the issue. To then say, I'm not going to say I demand respect, because that's coming off in the wrong manner. So you could say, I like to be treated with respect. So then you address the issue, you gave the expectation. I like to be respected and spoken to respectedly. I know I just use respect twice, but that's what we're gonna go with. And to say, if you do it again, if you speak to me like that again, we're not going to be able to be in this relationship, and I will leave you. You gave the expectation and you gave the consequence. So you communication. You addressed the situation, you gave the expectation, and you gave the consequence. That's how it ought to be also with parenting. And I'm learning that. And so I give that to you, because Nobody gave that to me. It's just based upon, or actually, somebody did give that to me. Ayanla Van Zant, so thank you. Because I apply it to my parenting. And Tony Gaskin, let me give that man a shout out. He's a respected man. And the advice that he gives, certain advices that he gives for relationships, of course, when you talk about communication, I apply it in a way that I can modify it in parenting. And so it has helped me. And I pray that it helps you. I hope that it helps you. I'm not going to say hope. May it help you with your parenting, with communicating with your child, and interacting with your children, because it is such a change and a better impact with just communicating better, instead of saying, look, stop doing this, and it's just like, okay, what are you missing, you know? Or maybe that parent's just like, stop doing this, or you get your butt toe up. That's not the right way either. So I mean, you gave the consequence, but what's the expectation? Hey, can you please not throw rocks? Okay? I I know you see the other children doing it, and that's them, but my daughter, my son, I expect you to not follow the crowds, okay? Clearly you can see this is not the right thing to do, or not clearly, but this is not the right thing to do for children to throw rocks anyway. Why? Because somebody can get hurt. So, if you throw rocks again, I'm going to have to give you a consequence. Bottom line. Okay? So can you not throw rocks? Boom, there it is. Address it, set your expectation, consequence. So then there's no gaps in the formality of that conversation. Your child understands, okay, I heard what my mom said, or okay, I heard what my dad said. Do I really want to get in trouble? Okay, they said they expect me not to follow the crowds, not to, if I see children doing things that seems not right, okay, I don't want to follow them, so I'll go back on and play on the playground. Let me not, because I don't want to get in trouble with my mom or dad. And there it is. So I am working on my communication so that my messages can be more clear, more precise, and that you can actually understand it, because I like to talk so much, but then my messages are getting better. I'm working on it. So may you all have a good evening. We'll talk again soon, and I thank you for your time watching this video. And let me shout out to my business. It's called Aloe Buttercup LLC. And so I have my online store now. That's what I've been working on in this time. And so if you go to www.aloebuttercup, that's ALOBUTTERCUP.com, you can check out our new products. Of course, it's me and my son's company. Isn't that beautiful? My son's young. He's an entrepreneur. Glory be, and I'm an entrepreneur. Yes, glory be to God. So you can check out our products on our website. Again, that's Aloe Buttercup. So that's www.ALOBUTTERCUP.com. I will put that website in the description, or in the link in the bio in this video. And so go and visit us so you can see all the goodies, items that we have for you. And so we will talk again soon. Y'all be safe. Have a good evening.